this opportunity to introduce you to a friend of mine. His name is Rex. Say hello to everyone, Rex. He can't say hello because apparently someone in this room is very bad with their left hand. And also Rex is drunk. See, what happened was that just before the show started, many members of the studio audience were voicing their opinion on who would be the most popular puppet for people to see. And then they said, oh, we want Sid, the White Rabbit from North London. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, I'm not puppet. Right? Shut up. Shut the up. Here's what you've got to know about me. Sure, I may be in some way operated by, means nefarious, but I will tell you this. If you think I'm a puppet that's going to say, ooh, CBS cares and all that, you're wrong. I am not a corporate whore. I remain true to the spirit of punk rock, and here's how I prove it. I just took a Now, admittedly, it was adorable. It looked a bit like a raisin, but what's wrong with you? Why are you laughing? Anyway, that's a bit weird, but the puppet started talking to me, who's operating the puppet. That was all a bit strange. Anyway, the upshot is, I just want you to know, rest assured, everything's going to be fine tonight. The show's going to be just the usual. Yes.
The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Kia Motors and the all-new Kia Optima. It's not your average mid-size sedan. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Thanks, everybody. That's enough. Frank. Thank you. All right. Thanks. Quietly now. That's it. It's enough. Sit down. Sit down. I thank you for that completely genuine ovation as I arrived. And a particular thanks to Lesbian Row this evening. For two reasons, a rather spectacular Lesbian Row, and because when I come out, my eye naturally goes to Lesbian Row when I come out, and you were like this. And everyone else is like, ah! And you were like...
Lesbians.
Yeah! Hey! It's a great day for America, everybody. It's just a few more days, just a few more shopping days till Valentine's Day. Experts say this year men are buying more lingerie than flowers, which makes sense to me, because flowers just wilt and die, but I can wear lingerie forever. Maybe I'm wearing it now. In my pants.
Balls.
Yeah. There's a visual for you. Good night, everybody. And there's a new interview with Lady Gaga out, and she talks candidly about her sex life. She says that when she's in bed, she prefers her lovers to call her by her birth name. In case you're wondering, it's Steve. I'm very excited because A, it's Friday, and 2, it's a big weekend at the movies. I like going A and 2 like that. Because the new Justin Bieber movie, Bieber, I mean, the new Justin... It's a genuine mistake. That was a genuine mistake.
Lesbians.
Yeah. All right, never mind that. Did you just... You're not helping. I made the genuine mistake, and then you said lesbians. And I saw Michael go, ah, crap.
Hey, everybody, let's orgy.
All right, that's enough. Calm down, Jeff. Anyway, look, we're all excited here, is what Jeff's trying to say, because the new Justin Bieber movie, Never Say Never, is coming out. Now, there's another movie coming out as well, of course, Romeo and Juliet. Now, Romeo and Juliet and Justin Bieber are very different, of course. One's about an adorable little garden gnome, and the other one's Romeo and Juliet. So right there. But... Now, the Justin Bieber movie is called Never Say Never, not to be confused with the James Bond movie, Never Say Never Again. That's the one where Sean Connery returned to play James Bond after 10 years off, and clearly he'd been eating during the time he was away. Remember that? It should have been called Never Say No to a Pie. But he got in shape after that movie. He did that movie, and then the next movie he was back down in shape. He must have watched that movie and went, oh, crap. Look at me, I've got bigger boobs than Octopussy. Anyway, I'm talking about the Bieber movie. Did we have a picture of Justin Bieber? Oh, for heaven's sake. That's Austrian philosopher Martin Buber. You're welcome, fans of religious existentialism who watch this show. Thanks, Craig, we're getting tired of Kierkegaard. Yes, I know. There's one thing, show me that picture of Martin Buber again. See, now he's a religious existentialist. There's one thing I always wanted to say to religious existentialists. Would it kill you to crack a smile? Cheer up, man. Now, we don't need a picture of Justin Bieber, of course, we know what he looks like, but in this movie, you get to see him before he's all dolled up by his stylist. So look at the trailer, it's amazing. What? That kid wants to watch himself a little bit. Anyway, you know the trailer in that movie when they say, they said he'd never make it. And I'm like, the kid's 16. How long were they telling him he wasn't going to make it? What, 2 weeks or something? You'll never make it. 2 weeks later, ha ha, that showed you with your endlessly saying I would never make it. He's doing really well right now. Nothing can stop him except perhaps puberty. He looks like he's never had to shave yet. I was shaving when I was 12, but then again I had very hairy legs. Justin Bieber, of course, is Canadian, and so is Celine Dion and William Shatner, which makes me wonder, are we guarding the wrong border? Don't. I'm just saying, maybe we need 2 fences. Anyway, I like the title of this movie, Never Say Never. It's a classic example of a paradox, an inherently self-contradictory statement. Never say never. You can't never say never because you just said never. The other examples of paradoxes are I always lie, right there, you see, or great story, Regis, or in fact, CBS cares. The whole world, of course, has Bieber fever right now. It happens all the time in pop music. You know, the frenzy, it becomes a disease. There was a Beatlemania, there was a Miley Cyrus virus, there was the Hasselhoff cough. That one knocks you right to the floor. You're so sick you can't even eat your hamburger. You're like, ah. Do you know who this hurts the most, though, this movie? The Jonas Brothers. Forgotten. We wore purity rings and we remained virgins for nothing. That's right, Jonases. Those purity rings turned out to be obscurity rings. That's chilling, isn't it? 19, washed up. Poof. You'll end up hosting a late night talk show if you're not careful. It's time for a commercial break, I think, Jeff, isn't it?
Ads sounds like ass.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound anything like ass. Ads, ass. It's completely different.
Rough crowd.
The crowd's fine. It's the material that... We'll take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. You're welcome, dogs. What time is it, Jeffrey Peterson?
Santa, any tweets in your sack?
Let me rummage in my sack and see if I have any tweets for you. Play the jingle.
Twitter. Tweets will set you free. Try Serotonin. Twitter. Tweet the night with me. Check the tweets. And also email.
All right, let's see what we got. This is from Dana, or Dana, in Aurora, Colorado, or perhaps Aurora, Colorado, or Colorado. Dana says, "Hi, Craig. Why do guys try to get me to watch scary movies even they know that it'll creep me out? They want to scare the clothes right off of you." What happens is that young men in particular think that if a woman is scared, she'll want to be reassured by having sex with someone she hardly knows. This is a fundamental mistake made by most young men, me included. CBS cares. Apparently Jeff doesn't. All right, this is from Julia in Madrid in Spain. I didn't know we went out in Spain. I'd have worn my castanets. Did we go out in Spain? Oh, on the computer. Anyway, Julia in Spain says, "Hi, Craig. My best friend and I have wanted the same dress for months. Do you think she'd be mad if I bought it?" Yeah. Yeah, she'd be very mad if you bought it. But I think you should go ahead and buy it and then give it to her. Hey! No, what you want to do is probably have some kind of underpants pillow fight. And...
Lesbian.
Yeah, there you go. And then, you know, that'll help. Me. This is from Denise in Cincinnati, Ohio, who says, "Dear Craig, if someone tells you to take it or leave it, what would you do?" Depends on what it is, obviously. Take it or leave it. Look at this big pile of crap here. Take it or leave it. Now, obviously, when CBS said that to me about this show, I said, I'll take it. But... this is from Joel in Calgary, which is in Canada. You're not real Canadians. If you were real Canadians, you'd have gone... Which you almost did. Canadians, they're adorable. They're the soft bunny rabbits that will kill you if they get a hockey stick in their hands. This says, greetings, Craig. And Jeff. Look, it's to you too, Jeff. Yes. Yeah. Even spelt your name right. Look. Jeff. Yeah. Some people...
That's bananas.
Even the robot can have an off night, apparently.
Balls.
Yeah. Too late now, going to your old standards, aren't you? Trying to just win the crowd over with any old crap because you've done it a million times before, aren't you?
Hey, everybody, let's orgy.
No, man. No, you can't just say things that were funny before and hope it'll be funny again. For example, do we have a picture of Paul McCartney? No. Yes, there we go. 7 years now we've been doing that. 6 years. 6 years we've been doing that. 6 years we've been doing that joke. Only because it was mentioned in a bad review of this show in the LA Times. The LA Times said, they showed that, they've done that before. And I was like, oh, you think that was 6 years ago? You think that was a lot? We'll still be showing that picture of Paul McCartney. We'll still be showing that picture of Paul McCartney when the LA Times is reduced to a blog. That's right. That's right. We're going to show it next week. All right, this is from Joel in Calgary in Canada, who says, greetings, Craig and Jeff. I noticed you share a moment after the monologue on each show before the commercial break. What's that about?
Lesbians.
Usually we have a quick discussion about the, you know.
Lesbians.
All right, this is from Sherry in Phoenix in Arizona, who says, hi, Craig, would it be okay if my girlfriend and I came to your show, sat in lesbian row and made out? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, what? Now, listen, let me... Lesbians, gay man, I want you to know, we're working on a role for you here too. I don't want you to think that this is in some way discriminatory against gay men. There is a place for it. Look, if you're in any way in a sexual minority, you're welcome here. You will not be judged. I kind of feel you're my people. All right, this is from Terry in Toms River in New Jersey. Says, dear Craig, a few people think it's weird that I use 6 different coloured highlighters in a specific colour order when I highlight my class notes. What do you think? I think you sound like a Tootsie Frutti psychopath. One more. All right, nah, it's crap. I know what you're thinking. Craig, the others were crap too. I know, but I've been reading. My eyes are tired. Well, it's time for... what is it time for, Jeff?
Ads sounds like ass. Just being honest.
No, you know, it doesn't sound like ass, but, you know, it's worth a try. Do we have a picture of Paul McCartney? Hey, we'll be right back. Before we continue with the show, I'd just like to say that David, the stage manager, David, come here. David, you found a nickel on the floor during the commercial break, didn't you, David?
I did.
Yeah, you did, David. You didn't tell me, David, and you thought I didn't know, but I noticed.
You planted it there, right?
Yeah, no, that's technically it's my nickel, David.
I spent it.
Well, you can have it. You can have it because I'm a great guy in real life. Yeah.
I'll get it later.
My first guest tonight is in a new CBS show, but he's a good guy. The show is called Mad Love. It premieres Monday at 8:30. Take a look at this.
Can I just start by saying that... Did you just open hand slap me in a men's room?
Larry, how many times have I been your wingman?
I don't know.
What? Okay, fine. You know what? We're lawyers.
Yeah.
Let's negotiate.
Okay.
What'll it take?
All right, not pizza. Okay, just because I'm a husky guy who happens to like pizza doesn't mean you can say pizza and I'll just say I'm in.
Oh, okay, not pizza. Name something else.
Okay.
You can't think of anything but pizza now, can you?
Please welcome Jason Biggs, everybody. Jason Biggs. Hello, Jason. What's going on? You find some money?
I have a nickel for you.
Oh, a nickel. Yeah. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Why? Did you find it on the floor here?
I did not. It's from my paycheck. CBS Cares.
Wow. Prime time, that's where the
That's
big money
right,
is,
that's
right?
prime time money, baby.
That's a genuine CBS word. I'll keep it there, next to my collection of dollars.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Yeah, really? Yeah.
No, I'm good.
You sound a bit husky, actually.
I'm a little, well, thank you. Well, thank you.
Yeah, sure, why not? No, I mean,
I have a little thing. I don't have a little thing. I don't.
Then I use this. It'll draw the eye.
No, I've been under the weather a little bit, and but I said thank you. I think because my wife, right before I came out, she's like, I really like your voice right now. I wish it could stay like this all the time. And I feel like crap though, so that's not going to work for me. Meanwhile, my wife has a crush on you. That bitch.
No.
She does.
No,
I'm telling you, she does. She wanted me to tell you she has a crush on you.
No. If she had a genuine crush on me, she wouldn't mention it to her husband. She wouldn't say. She knows that I'm a safe, sexually ambiguous character on TV.
No, she actually said she thinks you have sex appeal. This is true. She said I'm probably revealing a little too much information right now.
Yeah, what's going on? How long have you guys been married?
Not long enough, apparently.
Yeah. So this is nice. You're on CBS now.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I'll see you at all the big CBS parties.
Yeah.
It'll be very exciting.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'll be there. Me and Charlie Sheen. Yeah, that's right. Me and Charlie will be there. We're fine. 2 weeks rehab. We did it at home.
Oh,
so, do you have a problem with the cocaine, or are you okay?
Not yet. Not yet. Soon enough. Yeah. Probably season 7.
Yeah, no, that's the way to go. Wait to season 7. Then you've really got them, painted into a corner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well,
hey, what's the show about?
The show is about it's about a quartet of New Yorkers.
Lawyers?
Lawyers. Well, 2 of them are lawyers. Me and my best friend, played by Tyler Labine, are lawyers, and I meet a girl played by Sarah Chalk, the beautiful and talented Sarah Chalk.
She's very nice.
Yeah.
She's been here, hasn't she, Sarah Chalk?
Yeah,
she's nice.
Yeah, I think she's coming in soon, actually.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah. Good for you. And
can she make it tonight?
I'll give her a call if you'd like.
Well, you shouldn't have her number.
I don't have my wife.
Your wife has a crush on Sarah Chalk.
My wife has a crush on Sarah Chalk.
Now, are you a native of Los Angeles, or did you?
No, I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey originally.
Do you have abs like the Situation?
I do. Yeah.
Do you really?
No, I don't. I don't.
Spray tan? Do you spray tan?
I don't spray tan. I do laundry. I also like, I've now incorporated it's T-shirt time into my, daily routine. But apart from that,
I don't know what that means. Is that in the Jersey Shore?
Come on, it's a Jersey Shore reference. Anybody?
Hey, whoa.
Well, Vinny Boombat's up there. He's the only guy.
Do you watch the Jersey Shore?
I'm obsessed with the Jersey Shore.
Really? I've seen like half of one of them.
It's the best show. It's so good. Yeah, it's great.
They seem like perfectly nice young people to me.
Yeah, no, they see. And I met the Situation at a restaurant like a year ago.
Right.
And it would have been a great picture to share. I don't have my phone on me, but we did a little comparison of our abs. I got a nice little shot of it. And next time, he won. He won.
Yeah.
But he was the sweetest sweetest guy.
Yeah, they seem very nice.
Such
Yeah, I think that when I hear about their exploits, I think, well, you know, when I was their age, God, if there'd been cameras around, I'd still be doing time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so they don't seem that bad to me. What about, do you ever watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
Yeah, well...
now you're talking.
I haven't. That's the one I know. Like, everyone keeps telling me to watch.
Oh, you've got to watch that. Them bitches is crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're nuts. I'm just watching this going, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think I understand the appeal, which is,
who's the craziest bitch of the bitches?
Well, it's hard to say. I think one of them is they're mad in their own special and different ways.
Right.
You know, there's Kelsey Grammer's ex-wife, who's kind of like, and then there's the poor lady that drinks too much, and then there's her sister who's like really mad at her, and then there's the English woman with the kind of odd husband. It's great.
That sounds fantastic. I'm so bummed I haven't gotten into that. I watched the New York one and the New Jersey one. Yeah. Really, anything Jersey I'll watch. The Jersey-licious. There's so many of those Jersey shows now. Really just painting a great picture of my home state. You know?
Yeah, we're out of time anyway, so...
all right.
Mouth organ or awkward pause?
Oh,
we're doing the awkward pause. Are we? Or I was just checking.
Sure, let's do the mouth organ.
Oh, you turned it around.
See what I did there?
Yeah. You made me do finger pistols. All right. There you go. Do you play?
No.
Oh, God. All right. Just once in a while, it'd be nice if somebody... Can you hold an organ?
I don't...
Hey.
Hey, now.
Where do you want to play? You lead. I'll follow.
All right. How about some Springsteen from Jersey?
Jason Biggs, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. My next guest is a science writer. Her blog, Cocktail Party Physics, is her blog. And her latest book, The Calculus Diaries. Do I have a copy of it? Oh, yeah, it looks like there's one over here. Hold on. It's, there you are, a book. It's called The Calculus Diaries. I've read it. How math can help you lose weight, win in Vegas, and survive a zombie apocalypse. I'm going to read it now. It's in stores now. Please welcome the lovely Jennifer Ouellette, everybody. Jennifer Ouellette. Jennifer. Now, I'm sorry, I completely mutilated your last name there. It's...
Ouellette.
Ouellette.
You are not the first.
No, I know, I'm so sorry. It looks a bit like omelette. Did everybody...
That was my nickname in the 8th grade.
Was Jennifer Omelette?
They called me Omelette, yes. It was...
That's a shame. But it's it's a French name?
It's French-Canadian, it's Quebecois.
Oh, right. Are you French-Canadian?
I am adopted, but yes, my folks are French-Canadian.
Right,
so
okay.
I do not actually speak French, but they
Neither do French-Canadians.
Yes, so I've heard.
No, it's more kind of duck language they speak. It's kind of... I look forward to your letters. Now tell me about your book and your blog, Jennifer. What is the Calculus Diaries then? What do you do here?
Well, actually, I was an English major, and I'm terrified of math and physics. And because the universe has a sense of humor, I now make my living writing about math and physics.
Now, how did you get into that? Why?
I was actually a freelance writer in New York City trying to make a living, and it turns out the physicists would pay me. And it's really as simple as that. They needed someone who could put physics concepts into plain English that would be able to appeal to a broader audience.
Oh, you know what you would do well in is teaching people how to fly. Because when I was learning how to fly, they give you this stuff, and I'm like, oh, what does this even mean? And then they have to have some crusty old guy that smokes a cigar say, just fly the plane. And
I think I would trust the crusty old guy to just fly the plane, because that's something that I found, you know, everybody here, we've taken calculus, we've taken physics in high school.
Not
it's
me.
not actually like that.
It's not?
No, I mean, high school physics takes you up to about 1680. That's 300 years of really cool science that we never get to hear about.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they stopped with Newton?
Yeah, they stopped with basically Isaac Newton in high school. And so they teach you slope of the inclined plane and all these like dry formula.
Well, you've lost me already, you see.
I went to Disneyland. And I basically rode the teacup ride, and I talked about the forces and the interaction there and why the teacup ride is so incredibly complex from a physics standpoint.
That's rather nice.
It actually is.
Did you get on the rides for free?
No.
The Disney Corporation doesn't care about your love of physics.
No, they really don't.
No.
We went on the free fall ride, the Tower of Terror, and all these sorts of things.
Really?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Does it help you in any of that kind of thing if you're on a scary thing and it's like pushing you around, or like the teacup ride, and you think, well, I'm not frightened because this is just perfectly what should be happening according to the laws of physics?
I'm just going woo. You know?
Oh, really?
I don't actually start to think about the physics till after. It's really about the experience. I mean, I understand you fly.
I do, yeah, absolutely.
A friend of mine wrote a book called The Physics of NASCAR, and she talked to the drivers. They're the best intuitive physicists she's ever met.
What, NASCAR drivers?
NASCAR drivers, because they understand...
If they understood what the hell you were saying, I think they'd like it.
They understand intuitively the forces that they have to deal with. That's why they're such good drivers.
Yeah.
It's also the same as pilots.
Well, a lot of the NASCAR guys are pilots as well.
Yeah, exactly.
They're kind of interested in that same thing. Do you ever study, here's a physics question, do you ever study how, like, when you're driving on the freeway and the car and everything's moving along and then it all stops and you think there must be an accident, and then there's no accident, and then it all just starts up again?
Yes.
I mean, what's that? That's physics, right?
That is physics.
Right.
It is. Believe it or not, traffic physics is a huge, huge area, and I did, in fact, do a blog post on this.
No way!
I did. And what happens is, it has to do with the density of the cars, the number of the cars. At a certain point, they get so close together that anything that happens to one of them affects everything else.
But why doesn't it work like Bernoulli's principle? You know, when you force the object through the Venturi and then it comes out faster on the other side? Why, if you don't get a lot of cars and push them into a small area, they go faster? It doesn't make any sense, Jennifer.
Because you can push water together. You can actually make it fill a smaller area. You can crush the cars. They won't actually. It won't actually
I see.
work.
So what you're saying is, if we made cars out of some kind of spongy form thing,
which could happen, you never know.
Then the cars could all squeeze together and they would go faster.
Yeah, well, they probably could. Yeah, as it went through the funnel, it just basically whoosh. The same thing that you get with the Venturi effect.
Well, I think that. Well, we should probably start making foam cars then. Would that work? Would a car work if it was made of foam?
Well, it'd be pretty comfortable.
But does the car, I guess the power to weight ratio is going to be better, I think. And then you think, well, but if you crash, but if everyone's got a foam car, then it would be a laugh.
It would actually be a lot of fun. You'd be cozy.
You'd be like, I crashed on the way home. It was adorable. Now, so you are an English major then? You didn't actually study physics?
Everything I know about physics I learned.
Is your husband an English major? Or is he
is a theoretical physicist at Caltech.
Really?
Yeah, I like to say that he deals with the very big and the very small, and I deal with all the messy stuff in between. The good stuff.
Is that a kind of sexy thing?
It can be.
Yeah.
It can be.
Right, no, so you married a physicist, so you understand what he's saying?
Sometimes.
Is he Austrian with wild hair?
He is not. He's American.
Doesn't sound like a physicist to me then.
I don't often understand what he's saying, but he's actually very good at explaining it to me, and I'm very good at asking dumb questions, which is what makes me a good science writer.
Is that what you really need to be able to do to understand it, is to be able to be unashamed of your questions?
Yes, because when I first started, I was unsure of myself, and I wanted to seem smarter than I was because I was talking to really smart people.
Yeah.
So I would try and ask these really knowledgeable questions. I'd have these questions in advance.
Yeah, I do that.
Well, the problem with that is...
I do, and I always end up looking like a jerk.
Well, the problem is they answer you in jargon. Whereas if you ask a really stupid, why is the sky blue question, they'll go, there, dear, let's sit down and talk about this.
You're exactly right. It's like if you're in a foreign country and you know how to say, may I have, a piece piece of cheese, and you go, and you say that, and then they go, and you go, no, I you're meant to just say yes, and then everything will be fine.
I have a very good example of this. You guys know about the invisibility cloak in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
There's actually
that's my TARDIS.
Yes, there is a type of material that they think will one day make things like that possible. You can get this shielding. And I was trying to get...
I just went to the bathroom a little bit.
I was trying to get the physicist to speak to me in English because they're called metamaterials, and he says, well, you know, what's important about this material is it has a negative index of refraction, and I just went, yay? And when he saw I didn't understand, he goes, okay. He goes, imagine if you dropped a pebble in the water, and instead of rippling outward, it rippled inward.
Well, you're talking about changing the fundamental characters of both the pebble and the water.
Exactly.
Right?
I says, but that's impossible. And he goes, and that's why it's interesting. And you learn stuff like this when you talk to physicists. But you got to get.
But it sounds like it's disappearing up his own ass because you.
They often sound like that.
Right? Because you. Can I say that? Yeah. You're welcome, scientists. But you can't change the property of the pebble or the water.
Well, they actually thought that a negative index of refraction would in fact be impossible. It turns out it's not. You actually can, metaphorically speaking, make them go inward, and I have no idea how that works.
You're blowing my mind, man.
It blew mine too.
Yeah.
I think it blew theirs. And it's hard to blow a physicist's mind.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. I nearly thought of a very dirty joke there. Because you're married to a physicist. Yeah, good time. Anyway, we're out of time. Care to investigate the physical properties of a mouth organ or an awkward
When I
pause?
was 12 years old, I fell in love with the mouth organ. I don't remember how to... I don't think so, but I can try and remember.
Because if you can play... You got to know this. If you can play the mouth organ, you win the golden mouth organ.
Is it real gold?
It's real gold.
Seriously?
Yeah, we keep it backstage under lock and key, guarded by tigers. You have to. There's been one twice. There's about half a dozen of them. There's been one twice. Billy Connolly won one, and who else won one? Somebody else.
He looks like he would play the mouth organ.
Billy can play, and somebody else can play. Can you play? If you can play well enough.
I was 12. You know.
Let's see. Let's see. If you're good enough, you will win it.
How do I open this?
Oh. I must say, my hopes are beginning to look... Yeah, there you go.
This is like a brand new one.
Yeah, it's fresh, for heaven's sake.
It's stuck.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, you ready? Yes, I think the gods are smiling on you this evening. Bring it
This is amazing.
Anyway, I'm going to read this book, actually. It's a very interesting idea. Although I still don't understand the thing about the cars. She didn't explain it to me at all. But it's probably in here. Is it in here? Oh, you've read it. Oh, look at you, college. All right. Well, we got to go. But how was your evening, Jeff? All right?
Hey, everybody. Let's orgy.
No. All right, let's orgy. We'll orgy and we'll be back on Monday. Good night, everybody.